Okay, it looks like I got cut off when I was talking about a database for subs that displays their level of experience with technology. That way, you might choose a sub that would work the best in your classroom. So I think that would encourage substitute teachers to learn about more technology because the ones that had more experience with technology were going to get more jobs. So I think that would be motivating and for them to learn. And also maybe some training. Certain schools that use certain types of technology could offer training for substitutes, and maybe even certification, different certifications for subs, so you would know by their credentials. So that's kind of what I'm thinking for subs. Um, so now to find some things that back up these with evidence. This is probably something that might fit into this one, teachers. I think I might put these in another color just so I can find the things. Quotes, things like that. This one's kind of good here. I guess I can tell that's something I cut and pasted. I think this is good because it talks about the obstacle, which would be an obstacle for the teachers that have been teaching for 20 years, is that maybe they don't realize that the goals of the school are to integrate more technology. So maybe that needs to be stated, repeatedly to make the teachers realize that's where everyone's going and that's the goal of the school, so they'll know that they need to jump on board. And then I think this is a good point because teachers that have been teaching for 20 years or more will think that the information and knowledge comes from education, where is good because I think needing to nurture a climate of safety. That could be, I think a lot of teachers, I'm not sure exactly what they're talking about, but teachers are worried about, especially younger ages, being on the internet and maybe not being aware that they can control where, especially in the classroom, where the children go or where they search or create a list of resources that they can go to so they aren't just searching the web. And also for the parents, that's going to help them understand too. And this part makes me think the creative, innovative, and risk-taking is maybe thinking to get the teachers to be creative with what they want to do with technology, and that it is something new they can create other than what they've been doing for many years. I think that might fit there. This one, actually, I'm going to take another copy of it because I think it would also fit in this one here with the new teachers. And this one maybe too, because with new teachers too that are using technology but only using it for fun and not for learning, if they're just told to use technology in the classroom, they may just do it for fun. So maybe a reward for free time or kids that have gotten their work done or those type of things is what they might be using the technology for in their classroom. But if there's an educational goal that involves using technology that's more clear, they'll realize that they have certain ways they're supposed to use the technology, which would be for learning. So that one fits pretty good there. This one is good because it's kind of a key component to why teachers avoid using technology, especially teachers that have been around for a while. This one, well, this is good for a couple things. It works down here too, because I think with the teachers that aren't using technology for learning need to reconsider and reconceptualize the purpose and function of the classroom. So that's definitely one that'll work. something that we can use there. This is kind of a good point for all of them. And even for the substitute teachers, realizing that this is where it's going. This is kind of relevant to teachers, new teachers, old teachers that have been teaching for a long time. They need to be provided with the support they need. And this, might as well add the source there. This is, I think, a big factor too is time. I think teachers thinking about how they'd have to rework their whole curriculum to support. So maybe to support the technology, maybe up here, give more time. So maybe more prep time. So it seems like, not quite sure because I don't teach in a K-12, but it seems like, especially in the high school, the teachers have at least 1 hour a day where they don't have class. It's their prep time. So, which, thinking about that, that's not much time. So maybe they could have 2 hours of prep time throughout the day if they were going to be, if they can show that they're working on integrating technology into their lessons. So that may help, because time is a big one, I think, especially because you know, they don't feel like they have the time. And when you're new, it's going to take using technology. It is going to take you more time. And I think that's it with the substitute teachers. If they're going to have to do this training and different things, maybe they need to get paid for that too, or compensated in some way. So this one talks about anxiety teachers have over the use of technology. So I think that would be something that actually might fit into all of these. Definitely teachers that have been teaching for 20 or more years, but also new teachers. I guess the fact that they'd have to rely on the technology to be involved in their lessons, and or if they just use it for fun, they don't have to depend on it. It's an optional. Even with subs, to get them to where they're not having resistance to using the computers, but like that one, knowing they may not get jobs, that should be a motivation.